Hey y'all, you're listening to Diagnosing Sitcoms and Movies, the DSM podcast. We help make mental health more comfortable by using Black movies and shows we know and love and culture to remove stigma. So join our convo with your host, Courtney Copeland, licensed mental health counselor.
And Dr. B, licensed professional counselor.
What's poppin', y'all? This episode, we are talking about the 1992 rom-com Boomerang, starring Eddie Murphy and like a million other famous, successful Black people. This movie is so star-studded, and looking back at it again now, I was like, ooh.
I know. It was a lot of really famous people in here, and I didn't realize that... I guess I didn't really pay attention to how much Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence did together. So it was really cool. I didn't even realize Martin was in this movie, to be honest. Are you judging?
No, not at all.
All right, confession, everybody. This is my official first time watching this movie. Okay, first, in my defense, I was 2 years old. This came out in 1992. What was I doing watching
You weren't
it?
born when The Wiz came out, but you seen that.
Ooh, got him. Well, yeah, I don't know if I was allowed to watch this. This was
good point. Good point. Definitely earned their rated R rating.
My question is, did Robin Gibbon and Eddie Murphy really get it on? That looked intense. I was like, they doing it for real. I watched that scene a couple of times.
Just never thought I had. So I now I feel like I need to go pay attention again to it.
Yes. You do, especially with his little toes. I was like, did his toes do a thumbs up?
This is screaming for me. Oh yeah.
Right. I was like, ew. Eddie Murphy definitely. Right. It put his thumb in his mouth. Like, mommy issues. But Eddie Murphy, he's very handsome now, but he was fine back then. He was fine.
This is one of the movies where I started to recognize. I said Eddie Murphy's weight changes the shape of his head.
I think that's true.
Like if you look at him now, it is like his weight fluctuations change and the shape of his head changes.
Yes.
Because if you think about it, his head is shaped similar this way in Harlem Nights. And it's like, okay, the same aesthetic, but he did not look like this in even Coming to America. The movies aren't that far apart.
Yes, he did look like this in Coming to America.
That's not what that film is called.
Coming into Why did I stay fucking shit up? You need a new co-host.
This is a safe place. This is a safe place.
The struggle. Anyway, his face isn't that big. Or
not saying that it's big. It's just like the shape of his head changes. Like, and it's different now, and it's different than how it was shaped in life. Like it's since we done so many of his films, like his head is shaped different in each film.
I suppose. You know what? You get me a pile up of his heads from each of the movies, and we'll see.
Got it. I'm on it. Research team.
Right. Call them up.
Okay, but I am super excited to talk about being introduced to the character Strange in this film, who I definitely feel like I was an adult before I realized that her name was just Strange with an accent mark.
Exactly. I was like, Strange. Oh, it's Strange. Strange. I was like, y'all could come up with a better name. Seriously?
No, it's so fitting.
I mean, she was a little strange. She's strange AF, okay? When she took her panties off, I mean, not her panties, her G-string off, and rubbed that thing all around that man's face and head, I said, oh no.
But when Nelson put them in his pocket, bitch, Nelson lived for her.
Bird.
Steal vagina.
Oh my gosh. He loved her. I wouldn't be surprised
Nelson.
I wouldn't be surprised if they got it on, honey. Yes. But she was way too into what's his name? What is his name? Marcus?
Mm-hmm. Marcus.
Marcus. Yeah, her purring ass. I'm gonna start learning how to purr. So I can creep that on your bucket list. Yeah.
It's fitting because she's a cougar.
Right.
Yes. That came full circle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like how we did that. You're welcome. Oh my gosh. She was another good character for me. I loved her.
And look at these awesome, like legendary, wonderful Black actresses that play these two characters. We have Grace Jones, we have Eartha Kitt. Like, this movie was full of heavy hitters, and that was one thing that Eddie Murphy even talked about during the promotion of the film when he was. I don't know why. I don't know when I saw this interview because it couldn't have been when I was a child, but I saw it at some point in time where he was on Arsenio Hall and he was talking about this film in particular, and there not being any white characters in this film, and having to advocate and really push for all Black cast. And even after the success of Coming to America with the predominantly Black cast that he had there, and the producers really pushing for there to be inclusion of white characters, where here he was very steadfast in making sure that there was Black professionals in these roles and that they can work at this firm, and that there doesn't have to be a white boss in written into the scripts. Like, it's these people can live and exist in a world that looks like they do. Wow. And that's okay. And I just appreciate you, Eddie. If no one else said thank you for that, thank you, brother.
Thank you. Because he definitely pioneered that for a lot of more movies to have predominantly Black cast. And if he didn't, make that jump, push that, agenda for our people, we probably wouldn't even have half of what we have today. So thank you. Yes, Eddie Murphy. I don't know what that was. That was like an applause. I don't know. Whatever.
But it was just sound like a windbreaker.
I don't know. Whatever. Insert applause there. Okay. But yeah, that's pretty dope. And honestly, until you said that, I really didn't pay attention to the fact that this was an all Black cast. So
exactly, because it's so dope, and it doesn't stick out. Like, it doesn't have to be an urban film for it to have be a predominantly or all Black cast. These are successful business people in each of their industries, and we're able to see that. And I love that about this film.
Yes, I would love to be a background, even just an extra, just to see what this cast looked like behind screen.
Oh my gosh, I cannot imagine. I would get fired because I would laugh.
I'd be all over the place, just looking, like peeking out of places, like, what's going on today, fans?
Cut. Extra number 12, we see you.
All right. I would be all up in that scene with Eddie Murphy and Gibbons, like, what y'all doing? Can I come? I don't know what it was.
Great to you. I don't know.
That was just it got to me, honey. I was touched.
Well, like Stranze said, Jacqueline said he really knows how to, move his ass.
Yes. Bruh, oh my gosh. Like, I know I'm extra, but I've never been that extra. Pussy.
I'm looking for a cat.
She was so extra.
You are not gay. My brother's gay.
Yeah. He's gay. No, she not outing people. Oh my gosh.
It might not be safe.
She crossed so many lines that she would be canceled if she was in this day and age. Okay,
would she be sex positive, liberated and free and celebrated? Yes. As the risk-taking feminist that she is.
Yeah, she'll be canceled.
Yo, because this firm would be like in HR's worst nightmare. All of the, the sexual harassment.
Yes. That was, yeah. Like, I mean, and then my question was too, like, when I was watching it, did he have sex with multiple women in the firm already?
It seems like it.
Oh my gosh. You know, I'd probably be like, I'm next. Get out of my way. I'm me. Hi. I guess I now realize I have a crush on Eddie Murphy. I can say it. Whatever. Okay. What next? Big deal.
Okay. Again, this is a safe space. There's no, as in with the film, there's no kink shaming.
That's right. I appreciate it. You're usually the one that shares your crushes, so it's really weird for me to share.
No, I like listening to other people's. Like, I'm enjoying this. Go deeper. Visualize more. Get wrapped up in the delusion as I do.
No, never. I think I might. Okay. Okay.
But speaking about great females in the film, I just appreciated Tisha Campbell was not in this film for long. But every line and second that she gave was, you slimy, sleazy, sneaky, slithering son of a bitch.
Marcus, I know you hear me, you slimy, sleazy, sneaky, slithering son of a bitch.
Oh my God.
Nothing in your dick also.
She was so angry.
Court order. I don't give a damn about a court order.
She was so obnoxious and I loved it. Hanging the sign. Get out of there. She was a worrisome neighbor. But then right when he needed it, she was there to comfort him.
Yo, when she invited him in for that cup of coffee and he said, not even if Jesus himself was pouring it.
I died. He said, I want no parts, woman. I want no parts.
Even though knowing all of the things that she knew, she still was welcoming him in for that cup of coffee, which I think speaks to her and your just infatuation with Eddie Murphy, aka Marcus. The women just didn't say no. It was something about him.
It was something about him. You know what? That's what it is. He captivated me. Oh my goodness.
You got caught in the allure.
I got caught. Oh my God. I'm embarrassed. I did get caught up in it. Damn. Well, you know, it is what it is. He was hot. He was popping back then.
That's why he got 10 kids in real life.
Well, damn. Okay. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Okay. I was looking at his booty in a little purple leather suit he was wearing. And the red one.
And he knew. That's why he bounced it every once in a while.
Okay.
I got ice cream. Okay, I'm sorry. Boomerang. I did, however, pay attention to how many quotes that we have given in other films for John Witherspoon that were also in this film. With, of course, bang, 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 bang,
yes.
bang, bang.
Bang, 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 bang.
And then her one of the girls at the office got your pussy whipped. I turned it around. Don't be pussy whipped. Whip pussy.
That I think was his personal quotable. If everyone had something that his line in every movie, yes. Absolutely.
So what was unique in this film was coordinate.
Coordinate.
See, most people would stop at the at the shirt, but I want to show you something.
The inside, the socks. Was it the belt?
Gerard, do you know that your father has on a mushroom belt? Yes, I do.
Bruh, listen, I want his parents' type of love, okay? She came out that bathroom like she ain't even chewing that gum.
She popping that gum hard and sucking her teeth.
I put it down, man.
They was in there for almost an hour.
Damn. Ooh, child, I don't know if I want to go in there. Oh.
Did you think they weren't gonna miss you? You were gone an hour. Wasn't even a quickie.
Right. It was
that was a full session.
They had a break. Want some water?
He came. Dessert. She must put it on him, child.
Okay. He came out so discombobulated. I was like, oh Lord. The mushroom shirt done.
Where's your mushroom belt?
Where's your mushroom belt? Oh, Laos don't even matter. He was in another world. That's the kind of love I want at that age. Shoot.
Sure. Or Eartha Kitt at her age. Because Lady Eloise, child. And clearly this is what she did regularly. So she was regularly inviting these young gentlemen callers over. And her staff knew the and what to do and laughed at them. But
the poor souls. They had to go through all of that. And she just fucking with him. Like, knowing damn well she ain't even in position of authority. Can't do shit. And you saw how she was standing in that conference room. Oh my gosh. She was a whole trip.
But can we get into Eartha Kitt's legs though?
Baby.
Those are dancer legs. They never go.
I think she was gonna try to untie his tie with her toes. You know, you gotta have talent to untie something with your toes.
Strength there.
Okay. No wonder why them
really
legs look
toes. Good. Either way.
Yikes. Oh, so speaking of toes was a theme in this movie. If your toes is jacked, you ain't getting called back. Write that down.
So did that count as a fetish?
I think it does.
Like, can that go as far as like fetishism that exists like as a diagnosable something? Because it's not like he wanted to do anything sexual with the feet. It's not like the feet caused any, unique arousal or pleasure. It's just, it was a requirement.
Yeah, no, I don't think.
Maybe that's fetishism in just like a preference, dating preference.
Yes, it's a strong dating preference. Yeah. Can't have hammer time toes, okay? Yes. And see, I don't have hammer time toes, so Eddie.
Wink, wink. Call me.
I don't mind have 10 grandchildren. It's fine. They're probably all older than me. What am I talking about?
Actually, one of Eddie's sons is dating Martin Lawrence's daughters.
Oh my gosh.
Currently, yes.
What? Aww.
Funny how that works out.
Right? They probably saw each other a lot. So, hey. All things work out between them.
So you can dance with Eddie at the wedding?
Yes. Eddie. Yeah, so you could dance on like how he was dancing in New Orleans. Is that where they were?
Wait, why was she screaming that?
I know. I was like, girl, cut it out. Take that.
It's New Orleans, calm down.
Right. Take
that. He was getting it.
Yeah. No.
Making faces and everything.
All kind of shit. I was like, okay, yes. I would have been like, you know what? We're not going home. I'm going to leave your ass right here dancing like this. Okay? You're making the fool out of me.
Moonwalk away.
Okay. Like Major Pain. Let me beat fool robot the fuck out of your ear. Go crazy ass. And then I was we'll get into it later. Never mind. Are we doing our quotables? What are we doing? I'm sorry.
I think it's been a bit of a mashup.
It's a mashup, yeah.
I think
I threw this all off. My bad. Okay.
I guess most of mine have been covered in this beautiful way that things have aligned so far. I just wanted to add that, first the Fat Boys break up, now this. Something to believe in.
Who said this?
Chris Rock as Boney T said that. And then, it was famously later quoted by Jay-Z. But he said, you think Malcolm X died so you can walk around like a hump?
Oh, no. That's true.
Don't compare Malcolm X's assassination.
Right. I was like,
to Marcus's breakup.
Like, seriously? Like,
They're unrelated.
Unrelated. Completely. He was just bogus. Yeah, he was another bogus character. Boney T is like, shut up. Get out the way. Running people over with the mail cart and shit. Go.
It's spreading gossip with his gossip spirit.
Okay. Who'd you hear that from? Boney T. And everybody had that. I feel like everybody got their information from Boney T.
And then he only worked there for like a couple days.
Now check this out, man. I'm working here about 9 days. Been on time most of the time, even when it rains. Don't you think it's about time we talk promotion?
Listen, I said, I wish I had that level of audacity because, baby.
The confidence.
Right, I need it. I'm going to work on that.
Let's all work to channel our professional inner Boney T. Advocate for yourself. Ask for that raise.
That's it. If you need a confirmation, that was it right there, friends. Ask for that raise. But my favorite part is so subtle. Is when Eddie Marcus acts like he loses his dog. And he borrows.
Take the money, fool.
I'll give you $20 for that lease. Take it, fool. Turn down that good money.
Yes! Wait, did he call his wife a fool?
Turn down that good money.
I was like, damn. I had to remember how much $20 actually was worth back then. I probably would have said the same thing. It was like
thinking about it, fuck. Get him at the leash.
Okay. I would be like,
here, you want me help?
Absolutely the fuck not. If someone came up to me and gave me $20, even $100 bill for Bentley's leash, the fuck out of here. Like, give me my dog's leash.
Take the money, fool. Don't have me on the phone with you because I'm going to yell at you through the speakerphone. Take the money, fool.
And I'm going to look at you like she looked at him. The fuck? What you talking about?
Turn down that good money.
Right. Yeah, I sure as hell will turn down that good money.
Okay, so that was low-key on my list of quotables, but I was like, okay, now like no one else is going to pay attention to that. I'm going to just take
I sure. Okay, see, that's why we friends, because I sure as hell paid attention to that. I got a good little chuckle for 5 minutes from that shit. Take the money for. I was like, what? That whole little scene was funny because he Curbster.
Kirby! Come on, Kirby! Kirby!
Kirby. I was like, oh Jesus.
Wait, then when she came over at first, he didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. Where's Kirby?
Right.
Kirby, he got some stuff on his coat. He had to take him to the groomers.
Listen. And then speaking of detail, them limp ass tulips that he put out for her. And they just failed. They was just like, okay.
I think that was the aesthetic he was going for. Minimalist was big during the 90s.
Yeah, please. Those were dead in my list. Dead ass tulips. But he tried.
with Marcus setting this setting and kind of being Mr. Romance, as he put it, to me that kind of struck me as love bombing. And so I would be really interested to see what you diagnosed Marcus with. With you being in love with him, I wondered if this was difficult for you.
It was very difficult. This is called biased diagnosing. You can't diagnose your friends and family, and that's
or
my lover.
Others.
Okay, that's my lover. So I was gonna say personality disorder as far as history on their personality. Yeah,
I went full on narcissism.
I was Yes, that too. Is honestly, all the men in this movie could either go for one of those two. Honestly, yeah, especially Martin, and he would get the extra diagnosis of a player hating dickhead or whatever you call him. He was extra.
Hey,
I
what? You got pointed out. How did he? I didn't see no PhD tendencies.
He was hating on what's his name?
On David Allen Greer?
Yes. Gerald.
It's Gerard.
Gerard. Why must I be this way? No, I guess maybe he's not a player hate dickhead, but he's definitely a narcissist. And he's a hotep.
I'll give you hotep.
I think he's definitely hotep-ish.
I don't know about the narcissism, but I'll definitely give you hotep.
You don't think he's a narcissist too?
He said, if we was white, there'd be asparagus tips.
Right. I was like, Spears. And then he talked about pool. Now, when he started breaking down the game of pool, I was like, he has a very good
And the table is green because it's the color of the earth.
I said, yes, y'all better get it.
A point there, my brother.
He had a point.
And see, school him.
Oh, man. So what did you diagnose Mr. Marcus with?
Yeah, definitely narcissistic personality disorder. I think he definitely had the pattern of grandiosity. I think he definitely wanted that need for admiration, experienced extreme distress when he was not getting that from Robin Givens.
Right.
And definitely had a lack of empathy for the women that he was manipulating and using before that, and just using the different tactics, like we said earlier, with the love bombing. Him saying, I missed the romance before I hit it. I'm flowers, I'm candy, I'm all of that. And like David Allen Greer said, Gerard, it just skeets out of you when you...
I was like, skeet. I was like, shut up. I haven't heard anybody say skeet on television in a long time.
It says, skeet.
Goddamn. That was funny. Gerard was, I don't know. He was so interesting. He was definitely the middle in between the two extremes. He was like the medium version, I guess. I hate that things didn't work out with him and Angela.
They had no real chemistry.
No, they didn't. Yeah, he was kind of weird.
I don't even think he was weird. I think corny guys get a bad name. I think there is nothing wrong with being a corny guy. Corny guys are loyal. Corny guys are very, giving, caring, romantic. And
I wouldn't go that far, because some corny guys be getting a little bit of feeling themselves and then think they can do whatever they want.
That's a different type of corny, in which case you got to check. Let me remind you who the fuck I am and who the fuck you are not. That dude is what you are not.
Okay. You better tell him.
This can go for corny dudes and women. Let me remind you, Miss Fufu, when I met your ass.
You won't need nothing, okay?
You was dead, broken, naked. Now you want half. So.
Why did you snort? I tried to catch my breath through my nose. Oh shit, that was funny. I don't know why. Wait, say the line again.
You don't remember? Well, it originally came from Eddie Murphy. It again, just like the Fat Boys break up and every day I wake up. Okay, so whatever. And then Jay-Z used it in a song. And excuse me, when he's talking girls, and he's talking about the African, like Eddie was talking about the bush bitch. And so, excuse me, Miss Fufu, when I met your ass, you was dead, broken, naked. Now you want half.
Bruh, never ever paid attention to that verse. Oh shit!
You're welcome.
Thank you. And now every time I listen to that verse, I'm gonna laugh hysterically.
As you should. That's how it was intended. Consume it as it was intended. But but for Gerard, I was even wondering if maybe we should assess for avoidant personality disorder. I'm not sure if we saw enough qualities or criteria met to just outright diagnose that one, but it was something that I would like to continue to diagnose for. Yes. Because of that fear of interpersonal criticism, disapproval, rejection, being preoccupied with that in social situations and being slightly inhibited because of those feelings, especially after them being reaffirmed with his ex-girlfriend being snatched by that was the guard, what was they called? The guardian angels. That's what they was. They were the people in the 80s. I think they wore like berets and used to troll the streets. And they were basically Batman. Like they were people of the neighborhood seeking.
That's what his ex-girlfriend used to do?
No, his ex-girlfriend, he got his ex-girlfriend stole by one of the guys in the berets who would be on the train making sure nobody got robbed and stuff like that. No. And that's why he was like, I'd have kicked his ass if he didn't know karate.
Oh shit.
They were big in the 80s in New York City because they were trying to, protect
yes,
the
I remember that. Yeah, I do remember that. So I would say yes. I say I agree with the avoidant personality for sure, especially with his mom and dad. It's like he does want his dad's approval. Definitely. That's for sure. I mean, who does?
Does he at this point? At this point, is he like, you know what?
Yeah.
Must you embarrass me at every possible occasion?
I know. That was like, that's a bit extreme. You a grown-ass man doing this in front of your friends, too.
Like, in front of my friends.
Like, damn. I feel bad for him. Oh,
I
man.
did too. Yeah, I mean, okay, your parents is doing it in your homeboy's bathroom on Thanksgiving for an hour. Like, that's okay. Okay. We got to draw the line somewhere. This isn't even a public bathroom. This is my friend's bathroom.
Right. Does he have friends? I mean, like...
friends. He had friends. He had Marcus and Tyler.
No, not friends. Siblings. Why did I say siblings?
They've never talked about Andy. I could definitely see him being an only child and just having
I can see it, right?
All of that himself. Yes.
Yeah. Because I'm like, I wonder what other child they would do this to. So now he's giving me only child vibes for sure.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And especially like if they weren't, if
look at
Angela,
that Adlerian coming out, girl. I see you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like the relationship with Angela wasn't really. Okay, help me understand why he invited her to dinner to meet his parents. Like, because she's a friend?
They were all friends. Like, they had agreed that they were just being friends. And it was a friendly, it looked more like a Friendsgiving because it was at Marcus's house. Angela had cooked most of the food and it was just them. And his parents were the only parents that were even there.
Right? So isn't that interesting that his parents are the only parents that came to a Friendsgiving? Yeah, but
I mean, it is New York City, and so there are lots of transplants in New York City, and you kind of build your families of choice. And maybe Gerard was just actually from the city, or his family lived there, where the others they didn't; they were just there working.
Okay, I still think it's a little strange, but okay.
It worked for the movie. It gave us great comedy.
It sure did, because that table conversation was something else. So, yeah. All right. I just wanted to get some clarity on that. But yeah, I agree. He could be definitely
assessed further avoidant. For avoidant personality. Was there anything else that you wanted to touch on about Marcus's narcissistic personality disorder?
Other than that, I think he might have had mommy issues. I hate to say it.
Clearly, so if he was my client, we definitely would have to do some psychoanalytics to see like where just this, because I think Marcus is one of those that do not necessarily, at that point in time, he didn't like women. Not at all questioning his sexuality anywhere or anything like that. Like, no, I think very, clearly presenting heterosexually, just he didn't enjoy the company of women, didn't appreciate the women and what it was that how they offered them as individuals, and just had a dislike for women. And so I really would like to see where that come from.
Yes. And Angela got him together, baby, as far as, him understanding what is love and, all that.
Love.
What do you know about love? What do you possibly think you know about love? You know, I'm sick and tired of men using love like it's some kind of disease you just catch. Love should have brought your ass home last night.
Didn't you just hear me say I was sorry?
I heard you say you're sorry. You're sorry and you're tired. You don't love me. You don't love Jacqueline. You only love your damn self.
I was like, yes, girl, you better tell him off.
Physical violence is never okay in any relationship. She slapped the shit out of Marcus.
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah.
Real quick, too. Like, you didn't even see it was coming. It was just...
Right. But sometimes, though.
Like, she was that nigga mama. It just out of nowhere. Just
yeah. You just need to be slapped right now.
That. What?
So whose was harder, Will Smith or Hallie's? I'm just kidding.
That nigga Will Smith reached from his back pocket.
Yeah. I don't understand why
Will Smith and Chris Rock were not dating. That's different. So this is
right. You're right.
Dating situation.
All right, let me stay on track.
To physically assault your partner.
Ever.
She slapped the shit out of him.
She did, Angie.
And then that's the end of the relationship. I think that if it's clearly there's no, that it's the end of the relationship.
Yeah.
I think both. I think that was the sprinkles on top.
Okay, right.
Like, this relationship is over. We are no longer dating.
I'm surprised they came back together.
My prognosis is not well for that.
What?
There is, even with treatment, as far as narcissistic personality goes, there is treatment that can be engaged. There is growth that definitely can be made. I think Eddie became, a better person and will continue to grow from the result of their relationship. But he even said, like, we kikiing, but that man definitely said, oh no, I'm looking at that woman right there with the kids. That's you in the future. And she was like, and you better still love me. And he was like, you see, she by herself. There's truth in every joke. There's truth in every joke. And that's why my prognosis is for their relationship, not for them as individuals, but for their relationship. It's not well. And I don't like almost the message that as Black women that just because you, like, it was almost like Angela had to, you don't have to go back, girl. This person that showed you who they are, just because you love somebody don't mean you have to be with them, don't mean that they are the best person for you. And we don't know if that is the case here. And so I would have been okay if Angela was like, okay, I'll stop being cold and burying myself in my work and I'll, be able to love again. But it don't have to be with you. But that's not how movies go. Movies have fairy tale endings. So we got what we got. But he definitely said at the end of the movie, girl, you see, she by herself.
Yeah.
That's going to be like,
oh, he's still shady as fuck.
So if she slapped the shit out of you again, clearly you didn't learn.
So it might be some balance in this relationship. Lord have mercy. Yeah, it's a bad prognosis for me. Yeah. Ooh.
I just don't see them being able to come together in a way. And then also the level to which that that Angela was clearly hurt. I don't know if she will be able to forgive. Because Marcus is still going back to work at that same company. Like, yes, he's also teaching now, but he's at that same company working with Jacqueline. Will that continue to be something that is an insecurity for her? Is that going to continue to eat away for her? Because you can forgive, but you don't always forget. And it could potentially cause further issue for the both of them. But her not wanting Marcus to compromise his career because he has gained such a high position in the company. He is renowned for his work there. And so not saying like, oh, you need to leave. Like she might feel like that's an unreasonable request unless she then gives him a job at her company. But
I feel like that would probably happen so that she can keep an eye on him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, give him an ultimatum.
I don't like that neither.
Right, exactly. So there's no positive because I feel like Jacqueline, she's not going to play nice. Jacqueline is not going to play nice in that situation, especially after the way he left that night, talking about, yeah, you're right. I am out here. And then you just going to leave me?
It's another kind of rejection get turned down in your drawers.
Okay, in the bed. so better not. No, she gonna give him hell the next day, and the day after that, and the day after that. Or she's just gonna keep pressing on him because neither one of them did rejection very well. They don't handle rejection very well. They like to be in control. And so the moment that they feel like they're not in control, they're going to push to make sure that they're on top and they're getting what they want. So, and Eddie Murphy liked that about Jacqueline, and so I think he would continue to fight with her if she was willing to pay him attention. Both of them would just feed off of that neglect and attention in a weird way. So no positive prognosis.
Sheesh.
Yep.
It hurts because it's true.
And that's dead.
Okay, so I didn't feel narcissism for Jacqueline. I think we don't often get to see like women who are players like in this way. She was definitely just using Marcus for sex and then, nothing else. But it's the way that she went about addressing him sometimes. And I was like, we don't get much depth from her character at all. But I think that's purposeful because it's her trying to distance herself emotionally from Marcus and present herself as unavailable to him. But part of that manipulation had me feeling like, ooh, could this potentially be borderline personality disorder?
No, absolutely not. And I resist it because how come he gets to be narcissist and she can't be a narcissist? And then we go with the stereotypical borderline personality for women.
Not because I don't feel that she lacked empathy. She told him like, this will not end well. I don't usually do this. She didn't require and did not want the admiration. She was just, I want what I want when I want it. But it was the splitting for me. It was the talking about him and said to him as such in a great way. And then in the next second, also like cutting him down and doing it that way is what kind of, I was like, just something to consider. Let's further look at this, but we don't get no depth in her character purposefully. So it was just something that I was thinking like where he got upset and was like, don't expect me to sleep with you for business reasons. And she was like, you did with Lady Eloise.
Ooh, shots fired. Pew, 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 pew.
But also valid. A point. And then where he was like, as your lover, thank you for ruining my life. And she was like, I didn't ruin your life. You ruined your life. I told you this was going to happen.
Yeah, I don't see her as narcissistic either. I don't see her as borderline or narcissistic. I just see her as a character that the studios were able to create that was similar to what Marcus embodied, right? Presented. And so maybe, and like you said, it was done purposefully. And that's why we don't get very much is because it was written in a way that was like, so what would be the female version of Marcus without giving her a backstory, Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to not say that is what I'm diagnosing her with. 'Cause I really didn't diagnose her with anything. Just the splitting was something that was very apparent. And I actually, because there is no depth, I really don't want to give her a diagnosis. Also, just looking at it like clinically, because there's nothing really to go from aside from this one behavioral interaction with this one individual in this one specific relationship. And it's not even a relationship that is meaningful to her. It's transactional.
Right.
And she addresses that's what she wants from it. And he is the one who cannot handle the fact that this is what I want. This is how we're going to do it. Okay. Fuck buddies on 3, go. And team break. And then he is the one who started to violate the terms of that relationship. And then became emotionally invested in her just because he was so caught up in her allure that he couldn't see exactly what it was that she was telling him and continued to remind him of what they were. I do, however, like when he was like, you was wrong. That's why you came over here in your drawers.
Right.
Nothing says I'm sorry like a trench coat, heels, and your drawers.
Okay. I'm just waiting for my opportunity.
I don't think I have a quality trench coat. I need to get a good trench coat for that because you need something that like is going to button all the way up.
Right. Okay. Don't get it stuck in the escalator.
Secure belt. I saw that on Modern Family.
You just gonna be stuck.
Sofia Vergara came and saved the day.
She did, baby.
It happened to me before, but
I love her character. She's everything. Sorry, I digress.
Boomerang.
Boomerang.
So, I did diagnose Strange, however, with histrionic personality disorder.
Oh, hell yeah, she got this. Like I said, when she rubbed that G-string across that man's mustache, I was done. I said, okay.
Said after bath.
She said,
don't make fun of my accents.
Right. She said, no man can turn down this pussy. I said, you better say it, girl. Had that thing wide open in the west.
So for those that may be unaware, histrionic personality disorder is a pervasive pattern of excessive emotionality and attention seeking that can be evidenced by being uncomfortable in situations in which he or she is not the center of attention. Check. Interactions with others is often characterized by inappropriate, sexually seductive, or provocative behavior. Think the shit, taking off shit, draws. Yeah. Displays rapidly shifting and shallow expressions of emotions. When she got in that car was pouting. I'm not going.
I know. But Jacqueline had to get her together. I said, all right now.
Not only will you be there.
Okay.
Let me tell you what you're not going to do, bitch.
Take all that money right back.
Has a style of speech that is excessively impressionistic and lacking in detail. Shows self-dramatization, theatricality, and exaggerated expression of emotion.
Listen, she is the poster child for this. Ooh.
He considers relationships to be more intimate than they actually are.
Which is what she thought with Marcus. That's why she said, look at the
So
pussy.
when are we going to fuck?
Okay, straight like that. Stop playing these games.
Straight like that.
You answer me. Shoot. So did you, if you did Strange, did you do Lady Eloise?
I did not diagnose her. I just left it as, because we, again, did not get much more from Lady Eloise. It was just a gross abuse of the perception of her power, not even actual power to be held. It was just an abuse of perception of power.
Was it like cognitive decline or something that made her feel like she was still in control? Something was not right.
It was something. I think that she is slightly a predator. Again, this would be HR's worst nightmare, because clearly she is doing this to multiple young men. Like, her staff know exactly what to do. They are laughing at these people. This is something that she has done before. And so I think that she might very well know that she has no power, but I'm still about to get some dick about you.
Damn, son. Where'd you find that?
It's giving very much like
R. Kelly?
It's giving very much R. Kelly vibes. Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Because
the
she was
entire
protected.
staff
Help
is working and maneuvering this and making sure that people get where they need to get when they need to get there.
I would sue that butler. You gonna giggle he as you bring this.
But at least all of hers were of age, so there's that.
Well, you got a point. And she ain't forced him to do nothing. He thought he had to because he was gonna get a raise.
That he was going to get the
whole
promotion. Yeah. But did she ever suggest that?
Never.
That would even get him that?
She never even mentioned it. Yeah.
Exactly. So I just say a gross abuse of the perception of power.
He said, "Can the lights go darker?" I laughed. I was like, "Damn, we still see her."
A night vision goggles.
Okay.
An owl. How can you still see? Because my screen is black.
I was like, she had the whole setup too. I was like, she's gonna have to take a little while to get out of all of that.
Yo, the whole full body corset with the pantyhose still on.
Hey, I was like, that's a lot of work, child. Look, you gonna get this lingerie bare. Ain't no stockings, okay? The bra strap ain't even buckled the right way. It's on that one little hook, barely hanging on, because it's about to come off. Shit.
Okay, and then she was gonna get all of that off in the pitch dark.
That's right.
Oh yeah, okay.
Movies, I tell you.
I did not also, speaking of people that I did not diagnose fully, I didn't diagnose Tyler, even though I am hearing, your concerns and your considerations and things you would like to assess for. Just giving lots of misogynoir. And I did not diagnose Angela.
I did not either.
I also do not feel that Angela is completely innocent in how this relationship unfolded either, though. I definitely felt that does just an egregious something against you, it's easy to then play the victim there and not see how you allowed this person to treat you in a way that they shouldn't, and then for them to feel it's okay. After the first time when he said that you was just, you had stopped by and you whole living at this fool apartment and he gonna get on the phone with his ex and say that you just stopped by, you didn't address it. People are trained how to treat you. And you didn't, it was continuously her not affirming how she felt when he slipped into that bed that night. She fully woke up and didn't say anything until the next morning. Like I wanted Angela to know that it was okay for her to say what she felt.
Yeah.
She was okay saying it to Jacqueline. I didn't know why she was not saying that in any way victim blaming or saying that it's her fault that he cheated. No, that's fully his responsibility. Just, I wanted Angela to demand more because she deserved more. That's all.
She did. Okay. I feel that. I feel like you're making very valid points. If she wanted to have something different or expected him to be different, she should have established some boundaries a lot sooner than she did.
Yes, and I think if she was my client, the boundary setting and seeing, because and she said that several times throughout the movie, when I'm feeling down, I give to others as a way to make myself feel better.
That stuck out to me. Yeah.
And when the kids came in, they were like, "We missed you," or whatever. She was like, Angela had to learn how to put Angela first. But in doing that, she didn't have a good balance there. Like she then only became fully encapsulated in work and being the cold, shut off person and let go of the things that actually brought her joy and brought her pleasure before, like teaching a class. And so just seeing if we could get to a better place of balance with those boundary setting, enforcing those, what that looks like, how to still hold on to the things that bring you pleasure and bring you joy while you are creating this new lifestyle for yourself, because that is like really a lifestyle change when you are used to allowing certain things and then really putting things in place, because it's often you feel guilty.
Yes.
Bad for having to say no to people in a certain way or tell them what you'll accept and what you won't accept. And especially if that's just not your personality or nature in general, it can be very difficult for people. So just working on obtaining balance there, because Angela was dope. Even though they had her, you're fucking Halle Berry. Talk about, I'm not all glamorous. And girl, you Halle Berry.
Okay. In her prime, too. She's fine as fuck. I was like, yes, Halle, you better do that shit. Love you. I go gay for Halle. Yeah, I do. It's fine. Whatever. Why is all my crushes coming out? Shut up. God.
You found the movie that triggered you.
You found one. Yeah, you did. Yeah.
It only took, 30, 40 episodes, but here we are. Wow, me on the other hand, I'm in love every episode.
I love him.
so fine. This my childhood crush. This my childhood crush. This my childhood crush.
It's my current one.
This my husband. This my ex-husband.
Okay,
This my boyfriend.
I want to live your life. Okay. I'll start having fantasy.
Lovers. My lovers.
Yes.
But anywho, with that, on to Nasty Nelson.
I didn't have a diagnosis. I didn't even get to him. I didn't even think about him for a diagnosis. I was just like, this is just who he is. He's happy as himself. That's it. I had that. What you have?
The cherry and the banana. No, that's the,
And then I was like, why do they make French or French people so like sexual?
Was he even French?
I don't even know what that was.
He was from Harlem.
He was.
I bet you he was.
Oh shit. Yeah, no. He was something different, but he definitely from Harlem. Just kidding.
Yo, but the way that he sought just the pleasure that encapsulated his face when he sniffed them draws.
Listen.
Maybe an unspecified paraphilic disorder, maybe not, because we do not want to at all kink shame. We don't want to categorize in any way. But again, we did not get enough. We just got a little bit of his freak side. So I didn't diagnose anything. I just wanted to,
call him out.
Yes, because in the workplace it's not okay.
No, and then Marcus was like, "Oh, there's a good thing there was no sausage in this one." And I was like, "Wait, there was sausages in that
last one."
Oh no! I wonder what they was doing with that.
Okay, so everyone, listeners, I want y'all to go back and watch this film, and I want y'all to pay special close attention to the kissable ad. Is that Eddie Murphy doing the vocals for the kissable ad? Is that him saying kiss, 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 kiss me once, kiss me twice? I want y'all to go back and I want y'all to listen. I
don't think that's him. That's not him. I thought she was going to talk about how she licked the cherries. I was about to say, yes, I'd watch it again. How you do that there?
This movie just did it for you, huh?
It did. I said, I'm a practice.
Eddie, it got you in the mood.
I'm a practice. I was upset with Nelson. The cherries.
Cherries.
The cherries.
This is just so funny because we've done so many Eddie Murphy movies so far, and it's never brought this side of you out,
baby. Boomerang just changed my life.
How for you?
It's a smooth 3-4 times. I just want white Boomerang. Hi, Eddie.
I think the kiss was Eddie.
You think so?
I do.
I wouldn't put it past him.
I mean, he's a singer now.
Right.
Because his girl likes to party all the time.
He is. He does have vocals. So,
I'm just saying, this wouldn't,
we'll
it's not a far stretch.
We'll see what the audience has to say.
And then the last thing that I did want to point out is, there are the rumors. That are just that. They are rumors. I have no proof. So they are rumors of, Eddie picking up the girls in his limousine riding around, because they say that he liked trans. They said that, that's he dibbles and he dabbles.
Oh,
he's been seen giving, the girls a ride. And so, but he could have just been, transportation is a tricky thing in New York City. He could have just been giving the girl a ride. So we don't know what was going on in that car. But I thought it was hilarious that this was that time where the rumor was a lot more stronger, a lot more prevalent in people in the zeitgeist of society. And then Eddie had the joke about them watching the 900 number.
Yes.
You could see everything. But she had a dick, man. Fuck me up. It was a 976 number for hermaphrodite.
You talking about 976 DICK? Chicks with dicks.
Hell. How could you put something like that in your mental Rolodex?
Yes.
And I was like, look at Eddie confronting the rumors head on and putting the joke in his movie.
Yes. He was like, how could you put that in your mental Rolodex?
Yeah.
I was like, mental Rolodex? What? 1-800 chicks with dicks. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And it was such a random story. I was like, where are they going with this?
I feel like they just put that in there because I feel like Eddie is, he know what he doing with comedy. The man's a comedy genius. A little sprinkle.
He was Salt Bay with his like, damn, let me address this little shit y'all talking about over here. Sprinkle a little that on there. Mm-hmm.
But Tyler is definitely the one who brought it up. Shit fucked with me, man.
He was so extra. Oh, I love Young Martin. They did so good together. I enjoyed watching their movies.
Just comedy gold. We owe them all of their flowers. They're great and amazing. Yeah. There was one line that did cause me for concern in the gems, just the beautiful comedy moments that Tisha Campbell was saying. After he said that he didn't want it even when Jesus was pouring it, she said, well, why don't you just leap your black ass off the ledge then? Fuck you. It's not a joke. Listeners.
Oh, sorry. I laughed too. My bad. My bad.
Someone that's heartbroken, please don't suggest that they
jump off
black ass off the ledge.
Lord. See, there was some questionable moments in this movie, okay? Some questionable moments where I was like, man, comedy has definitely changed.
Yes. But that shit was funny and right on time, and I was not expecting it.
She was ready. Was her stuff ad-libs?
No, but she was giving. She was giving. I loved her in this film. She was not there for a long time, but she was there for a good time, and each one of her scenes were perfect.
Baby, they were. She was ready with them rollers in her head.
My height, my size, my weight, doggy style.
Okay, girl, stop it. That's what you want. Hush.
And you not the same size.
Not the same. Not at all, girl.
It's just flat everywhere.
Tisha had curves.
Tisha had ass.
Okay,
maybe not curves. She ain't had no hips, but she had ass.
She did have and the head, head and ass. I'm sorry. Oh. No, I'm not. Yeah, okay.
You would like to support the show to help us get more content out to you all, you can visit our website and follow the Support the Show link to become a Patreon member or donate on our Cash App. Now, we are happy to get the kind of money that jingles, but we rather the kind that folds. As always, be sure to follow us on Instagram at the DSM Podcast, and you can subscribe to our show wherever you get podcasts. While you're there, go ahead and leave us a comment because we are counselors and actually care about what you have to say. Until next time, y'all, peace.
Okay, bye, you cinephiles.